Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome with Mr. Alhawary. Let's talking today about photosynthesis process. We need to understanding the meaning of photosynthesis process and where it happened, how it happened, all of the processes which happen inside it. Let's start. Before we start, we need to understand that sun is the main source or the main big order or big rule in our life that processing photosynthesis process. Another one will tell me, Mr. Our food come from chicken or meat. How it related to the sun? Sun make or big rule in photosynthesis process. After that, the plant turn solar energy into food that human or another living organism or herbivore can eat it. In food chain, this food is changed into another food for other organisms. And this is will pass along the food chain. Energy will move in food chain. After that, photosynthesis process. What's the meaning of photosynthesis process? Photosynthesis process is a process that convert solar energy into chemical energy. And that is used by biological system. The biological system here means us or living organisms. يبقى photosynthesis process the process that convert solar energy into chemical energy. Let's have a diagram here. Sun give me energy. Carbon dioxide. Wait. Yes. Here we have and carbon dioxide plus water give with the presence of photosynthesis process inside chloroplast, it will give me sugar and oxygen and water. Okay, let's complete. Photosynthesis process have three main major events. Number one, sunlight. Sunlight. Sunlight is converted into chemical energy, which is stored in chemical bond. We'll talk about it. Number two, H2O or water, and split into طبعا, which give me the source of oxygen. Carbon dioxide, which give me sugar, C6H12O6. But this is the steps or the major events which happen in photosynthesis process. Number one, I have a carbon dioxide and water, H2O, which change in the presence of chloroplast or inside chloroplast into sugar, oxygen, and water. Here, if you observe down, we have this is the reaction or equation of chemical process. I have carbon dioxide, C6CO2, 12 H2O will give me C6H12. This is the sugar or glucose molecule, the basic or monosaccharides. And after that, we'll have 6H2O and 6O2. Remember that all of this process is called photosynthesis process, which happen in the presence of sunlight. Okay, after that, let's complete. What form it? Photosynthesis process. Who do photosynthesis process? Who do photosynthesis process? Okay. Photosynthesis process happen in autotrophs or producer, which including number one or the most famous one is plants. Number two, bacteria. Not all bacteria طبعا, ولكن some certain types of bacteria. Algae, green algae, and most of algae types. Cyanobacteria, which you consider as a bacteria, which make photosynthesis, and phytoplankton. Phytoplankton is a tiny living organism which are found in marine life, or we can say the tiny marine creatures which are found inside ocean. This is the 3 or 4 or 5 types of living which can make photosynthesis process. They are called autotrophs or producer. One will ask me, Mr., all of them can be another types of photo? Yes, there is chemo autotrophs which happen in deep ocean where there is no life. Okay, let's complete. But I need to erase. Here we are. Okay. I have consumers such as after photosynthesis process happen, producer make food. After producer make food, what will happen? Let's rule by consumer. طبعا we have many types of consumer: herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, and extra 3. And we have more. But let's talk about here consumer such as herbivore, look like any animal eat plants, and carnivore as human, which eat plants and which eat animals, depend on producer. Photosynthesis that produce make them live. يبقى الهربيفور, this animal can't make photosynthesis, but they depend on plant which can make their own food or photosynthesis process. Okay. Okay. Let's complete. الجلوكوز. الجلوكوز is the main product which release from الجلوكوز. They are main product which sorry. الجلوكوز they are main product which release from photosynthesis process. For that glucose اللي هو C6H12O6. This is the drawing. طبعا ده ال O H2 OHH HOH OHH HOH CH2 OHH. We should draw them with the same order, the same sequence. Plant produce sugar as a source of food. طبعا. This is we use it as a consumer. We eat it. Okay. And another living organism eat it. During photoplant produce glucose. When this converted light energy into chemical energy. Chemical energy is stored in the bond of glucose. This is the secret. This energy of the sunlight stored in the bonds between the atoms. Okay. Plants also use glucose when they produce energy. When plants produce excess glucose, they stored in plants. In extra glucose, they store inside plants. When animals eat plants, break down this bond and release energy. Which animal can be used then? Oh. Glucose in plants. Why do plants make glucose? What the plant do with glucose? طبعا the main target here is, or the masterpiece of the plant is glucose. Glucose molecule can be broken and for energy apart to give me power action. Plant can also make glucose in the form of carbohydrate. يبقى أنا عندي glucose piece, extra piece, glucose is repeating. I can give polysaccharide. Polysaccharide means many. In the word of poly means many. Saccharide means carbohydrate. طبعا الجلوكوز considered as monosaccharide. يبقى monosaccharide plus monosaccharide give me glucose. Monosaccharide, sorry. Glucose is considered as monosaccharide. Monosaccharide plus monosaccharide plus monosaccharide give me polysaccharide. يبقى الجلوكوز is considered as a simple sugar because it's one of the smallest unit of the carbohydrate. طبعا أنا عندي the most famous two types of polysaccharide in plants اللي هو cellulose, which is a structural component of the cell wall. The cell wall of the plant itself is cellulose. Starch, the plant can be used to storage glucose. If you observe, you will find the both have the same structure, but not the same exactly. Only the action group here is a change place. Here, cellulose. The human body can't digest cellulose, but we can digest the starch. Okay. We need to كاتبين all. Yes. Here, let's talk about atoms which are found in the chemical reaction. I have six carbon dioxide, 12 water, sunlight, and give me glucose, C6H12, water, oxygen. If you observe that, you will find colors. Here, color traces. How can we know? Before the reaction, after the reaction, and give me the product. Before, I have 6 carbon atoms which are found in carbon dioxide, and 12 طبعا 6 multiply O give me 12 oxygen. Here in water I have 12 H2O. طبعا 12 multiply 2 give me 24, and 12 in oxygen I have 12. The reactant or the product بقى الجلوكوز C6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen and 6 oxygen. In water طبعا I have هنا 12 طبعا 6 here برضه multiply 2 يديني 12 hydrogen, and final we have طبعا 6 O2 هيديني كام 12 oxygen. Okay, we can say that if you compare طبعا لو هنعمل plus all of right or of left you will find all of them this is are equal. وطبعا احنا درسنا القانون ده قبل كده before this in law of conservation of energy and law of conservation of mass. We can't create atoms but only change shape. فهيرد عليا 1 Mr. where is the energy now? يعني where the energy of glucose come from? The energy here in the power in atoms form. The bond between atoms themselves is the change or the storage energy. يعني between carbon and the carbon, this form. يبقى only rearrange, create a new energy. The bond between the atoms give me energy. Okay. طبعا if we plus all in this reaction هنلاقي عندنا in the final we have 6 oxygen atoms, 12 أو 24 oxygen atoms, 24 hydrogen atoms, and found all right the same only. This equation are balancing. Okay, this finished. We talk about photosynthesis, which plant happen, and we talk about the chemical equation of photosynthesis. Let's talk about the place where photosynthesis happen. Okay, plant or all autotrophs make photosynthesis process in chloroplast. Chloroplast, yes. The structure of chloroplast. Chloroplast formed from are full with a flattened disc is called thylakoid. Each one is called thylakoid. This one is called thylakoid, and this one is called thylakoid. A group of thylakoid give me granule. A stalk of thylakoids give me granule. This is called, all of this called chloroplast. But now we have the structure of chloroplast. The structure of chloroplast formed from a group of thylakoids. Each granule alone is called thylakoid, the group is called granule. Empty space or space between them, we have stroma. The space inside chloroplast. Again, where the photosynthesis process happen or take place, it take place inside chloroplast. Chloroplast structures formed from thylakoids, this is granule, or flattened disc, which is called thylakoids. And a group of thylakoids give me granule. The space inside is called stroma. Groups where photosynthesis process. Okay. Where did chloroplast come from? We have a big question. Chloroplast and mitochondria are not the same organ or structure of the cell or plant cell. You will ask question, who tell you this? In all the time or long ago, chloroplast and mitochondria was cyanobacteria, involved from cyanobacteria. They are external. cells. They enter the cell and form something is called endosymbiotic theory or endosymbiotic. They form endosymbiotic relationship. In all the time, there was eukaryotic أو prokaryotic sorry. There was prokaryotic. فيرد عليا واحد يقول لي مستر what's the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic؟ الeukaryotic is the cells which have nucleus is called eukaryotic, but prokaryotic they are previous or most small cell which haven't nucleus. This is called prokaryotic. In the old time الميتوكوندريا والكلوروبلاست was prokaryotic. The evidence, where is the evidence? Both mitochondria and mitochondria and chloroplast have their own DNA, which is different completely from DNA of the cell, of the plant cell. Is it clear? Inshallah, it will be clear. I hope you're understanding what we explained today. We talk about photosynthesis, we talk about the structure and equation of photosynthesis, which living organisms do photosynthesis process, what is the equation and the balancing equation for photosynthesis, and where photosynthesis happen, and also is the end where what is the structure come from. Thanks for you. I hope you're enjoying with my class. Have a nice day. See you inshallah.